the street, and through the neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late, and folk began to tack the gate, while we sit boozing at the nappy, and getting full on unca happy. We think now the lang Scott smiles, the mosses, what our slaps and styles, the lie between us and our aim, where salts our sulky sullen dame, gathering a bruise like a gathering storm, nursing a wrath to keep it warm. This truth and honest Tam O'Shanter, as he free air at night did canter, although when the earth down surpasses, for honest men and bonny lasses. Ah, Tam, hast thou been so wise, as ta'en thy and wife Kate's advice? She told thee while that was a scalum, blistering, blustering, drunken plalum, that frae November to October, a market day that wasna sober, the ilka middler wi the miller, that sang as long as thou had siller, that every nag was got a shoot on, they spit and they got roaring full on, that at the Lord's house even on Sunday, thou drank with Captain Jean till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon, thou would be found drowned, deep drowned in Doon, or catched wi warlocks in the mark, by Always Hald haunted Kirk. Ah, gentle dame, said Cars me great, to think how many counsels sweet, how many linked sage advices, the husband frae the wife despises. But to our tale, a market night, Tam had got planted on guard, fast by Lingle blazing finely, with Raymond Swats that drank divinely, and at his elbow stood our Johnny, his ancient trusted truthy crony. Tam loved him like a very brother, they had been for weeks together. The night drove on with songs and clatter, and the aisle was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, with favours, seats, secrets, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories, the landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without might rare and rustle, Tam didn't mind the storm a whistle. Mad to see a man say happy, he drowned himself among the nappy, as pleased by aim with lays of treasure, the minutes swing their way with pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, oh, are the hills of life victorious. But pleasures are like poppy spread, you seize a flower, its bloom is shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white that melts forever, or like the borealis rays that flit there you can point their place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, a vanishing amid the storm. No man can tether time or tide, the hour approaches, Tam on the right, that hour on night's black arch the key stain, that dreary hour he mounts his peace stain, and sick at night he tacks the road in, as ne'er person was abroad in. The wind blew hast to a planet's last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, loud, deep and lang the thunder bellowed. That night a child might understand, the deal had business on his hand. Munted on his grey mare Meg, a bitter never lifted leg, Tam skelped on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, was holding fast his good blue bonnet, while growing o'er some all Scots on it, was glaring round with prudent cares, lest boggles catch him unawares. Galloway was drawing nigh, where gazed an owlet's nightly cry. By this time he was crossed the ford, where in the snow the chapman smored, and past the parks of Meaglestain, where drunken Charlie bragged snake's bane, and through the winds and by the cairn, where hunters found the murdered bairn, and near the thorn upon the wall, where Mungo's mother hanged her sail. Before him Doom pours all his floods, the doubling storm roared through the woods, the lightnings flash from pole to pole, and near and more did the thunders roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Galloway seemed in a blaze. The welcome aboard the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspired bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn. We Tippany, we fear nae evil, we Usquebae will face a deal. The sweet same reed did Dammy's noddle, fair play he garden deals of oddle, but Maggie stood right sair astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the light, and vow Tam saw an unca sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae cotillion bred nae frae France, but hornpipes, jigs, straths, bays and reels, but life and metal in their heels. A winning bunker in the east, there sat Alnec in the shape of beast, a dozy dyke black grim and large, to glass dresses, and by some devilish cantrips light, each in its called hand held the light, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the hilly table a murder's banes and gibbet herons, twas span lang wee unchristened bairns, a thief new gutted free a rape with his last captive cape, 5 tomahawks with blood red crusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, the knife a father's throat had mangled, with him his own son no life bereft, the grey hairs yet stuck to the heft, where mere horrible and awful, which even to the name was beyond lawful. The 3 liars' tongues turned inside out, with layers seemed like a beggar's clout, 3 priests hard rotten black as muck, lay stinking vile in every nook, as they make loud, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious, the piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew, they reeled, they set, they crossed, they clicked, till ilka garland swallow naked, and goosed our daddies to the work, and linked that in our sark. Now Tam, oh Tam, had tapping queens, a plump and strapping in their teens, their socks instead of greasy flannin, been snow white 17 on their linen, their breeks on mine, my only pair, the dance were blush of good blood hair. I would again them off my hurdies, but blink all the bonny birdies, but with their beldams all and drawl, were witty aggies with spina foul, limping and flinging all, grummicle wondered in their nice stomach. But Tam kenned what was football, there was a winsome witch and Wally, the night that listened in the corn, long after kenned on Carrick shore, from mony a piece to day she showed, that bearish mony a bonny boat, and shook by the meagle corn and bear, and kept the countryside in fear. Her gutty sark go basely horn, that while a lassie she had the horn, in longitude that sorely scanty, it was her best and she was her auntie. A little gain there every granny, that sark she got for her wee nanny. What buns cost was her edges, whatever grace the dance o' edges. But here my muse her wing monk chorus, it flights beyond her power, to sing how nanny nap and flang, a supple jade she was and stang. And now Tommy said like an bewitched, but those is very een enriched, even Satan glowered and fidget with vain, and notched and blue with might and main. The first tack I burns and the neither dipped into his reason together, and Morris out well done got his sark, and in an instant how was dark, and scarcely yet Maggie railed, when out the hellish legion salad. As bees buzz out with angry fake, with blunt and nails assail their pike, as open Pussy's mortal foes with pop she starts before their nose, as he runs the market crowd, when catch the thief for sounds aloud. So Marky runs, the witches follow, with money and nail to screech it all. Ah Tam, they'll get thy farin, and nail their rosely like a heron, invade that gate the waits thy coming, case soon will be a woeful woman. Now do thy speedy utmost make, and when the geese on half a brick, there at them thou thy tail make toss, a running stream that dare they cross. But here the geese thing she could make, they faint the tail she had to shake, for Nanny far beyond the rest, hard upon noble Maggie's breast, and flew it down with furious head, till but little was she Maggie's metal, has sprung brought out her master hill, but left behind her angry tail, they Garland caught her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce as